rather long-winded document simply gives this courier instructions on how to deliver his package. He was ordered to deliver the package at the entrance of the Las Vegas Strip by way of Freeside. After delivering the package, he would receive the payment from the person who picked it up, and then he was instructed to bring the payment back here to Primm to deliver it to a man named Johnson Nash at the Mojave Express. He would have received a 250 caps bonus upon completion. We learned what the package was. It was a pair of oversized fuzzy dice. So he did not have the dice on his body, but since we've... We could find his corpse right here outside the Mojave Express. He likely had the 250 caps, which I guess is enough reason for the powder gangers to have killed him. Heading inside the Mojave Express, we can explore this place. We find a damaged iBot lying on the counter. This is an advanced model robot with a reinforced frame. It is well weathered and appears to have seen a good bit of action. There is very little in the way of serious damage. In order to repair this sucker, we have to have a repair skill of 65 or higher, a science skill of 55 or higher, or we need to have some spare components on our inventory. This, of course, is everyone's favorite iBot, Ed E. I'm not going to Primm. There are 5 Mojaves like this one can be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express drop box. Welcome to the Mojave Express. Mojave Express drop boxes like this one can be used to deliver items to any Mojave Express drop box that you've discovered. Once you find a Mojave Express drop box, just activate it, and you will be able to use that location to send and receive items. There are 5 Mojave Express drop boxes in the Mojave Wasteland, most of which are conveniently located close to potential player homes. One, of course, is here in Primm. The next one is on the deck to the Goodsprings General Store. Goodsprings is where we start the game and where we begin to collect possessions. The next one is in Novac. We find it in the lobby of the motel right next to a couch. Novac is one of the first places where we can get things which are conveniently located close to potential player homes. One, of course, is here in Primm. The next one is on the deck to the Goodsprings General Store.
You're right, I'm the person I'm supposed to talk to right now. A deputy! You guns, I'm gonna put it down before somebody shoots you by accident.
Well, that was quite an adventure. Breaking myself out of a hostage situation. Not to diminish your role in it, of course. Problem is, there's still no law in Primm. What are we to do the next time ruffians menace us?
Can you tell me about the man in the checkered suit who came for here?
Ah, yes. My memory is much clearer now. I was performing recon, gathering information on some of the powder gangers, when some great cons arrived with your friend in the suit. They were talking about some delivery they took from a courier.
The chip.
They said they'd be heading through Nipton to Novac.
Oh, thanks for letting me know. Wait, one more thing.
Hello again.
What are qualifications for a sheriff?
It should be someone brave like you, but more of a homebody. Someone who'll settle down. I heard the powder gangers talking about someone in the prison named Myers who has some experience as a sheriff. Also, with the NCR so close by, you may be able to get them to take over the town.
They didn't shoot for deputy.
Maybe next time you...
I do know somebody I could probably use. Never do see him over here and don't even see me bad. Well, not yet anyway, but. Howdy, Sheriff. Maybe ex-sheriff, then I'll talk to him.
Goodsprings is where we start the game and where we begin to collect possessions. The next one is in Novac. We find it in the lobby of the motel right next to a couch. Novac is one of the first places where we can get a player home, and by the time we're ready to leave, we have likely accumulated quite a collection. The fourth...
Just 1 second. No ammo. I can't use that. God damn. Hold still, you. I do bring my power to go against it, so I'll probably go with the inside correctional facility then. Because, you know me.
One is in Freeside,
Dangerously
right
unpredictable.
next to an old Mormon fort. We find it
But when I'm needed,
next to an old bus
I
stop.
pay-
Since we
I
have
make
the
sure I
potential
pay
by
out.
completing the quests at the Atomic Wrangler to get a player home at the Atomic
Miss me,
Wrangler,
miss me,
this
now
is
you gotta hit me.
designed to make it easy to ship our goods
Who else is
from
here?
Fairfax to the Atomic
Oh, nobody
Wrangler
else.
to put in our player home. And the final one is inside the Las Vegas Boulevard station on the Strip. This is right next door to none other than the Lucky 38 Casino. Once we find it, we can ship all of our goods from the Atomic Wrangler by way of the drop box outside the Mormon Fort to this one so that we can pick them up and haul them on over to the Lucky 38. They're really easy to use, although they function differently from typical containers. Upon activating,
Whoa,
we
good
first
shot.
choose a destination. In this example, I'm going to ship some goods to Prim. We then choose what we'd like to ship from
Nah, I
our
don't have much
inventory.
room
Then
for
we
that.
just travel to the destination, where we find that the little red flag is up on the drop box. Upon activating it, we can collect our items, which get deposited in our inventory, and the flag goes down. There's no limit to these drop boxes, so we can move great quantities of very heavy items long distances as fast as we can fast travel. Although when we retrieve our items, we retrieve everything, so we can get encumbered very quickly. The Mojave Express is also the Nash's residence. They must have left in a hurry. We see dinner laid out for two, but no one took the time to eat it. Since this is their private residence, looting any items would amount to theft. So instead we're going to head out and see if we can find these poor people. Right across the street from the Bison Steve Hotel and the Mojave Express is the Vicky and Vance Casino. Even though the windows are all dark, the big marquee sign is still dancing with light. Immediately upon
Well, that's
entry,
easy.
we find Johnson Nash.
This is most the easiest way to get there. The concentrated fire, accuracy to hit any body part in advance increases slightly with each subsequent hit on that body part.
I don't know what it was brought you to Prim, youngster, but you're worse since them thugs kidnapped our deputy. It started with the breakout from the prison up the road. First it was just a few thugs rolling through town, but then they got organized. Now they call themselves powder gangsters or something, and run around throwing dynamite and shooting people. A little while ago,
John.
a good chunk of them left whatever kind of
The
organization
John.
they got up there.
The
so they got all
John.
the food and drink out of us they could.
Why did you call them gangsters? I thought they were called powdered gangers.
Gangsters, all sounds like trouble to me.
What's that, Vicky and Vance?
That's where we are. This here little casino brought some cash and bodies into the town before them powder gangsters came in. Now, they can't
Not
run
that.
around being a good bit of hot lead, but we are in the
That's
box.
nice.
Yes, this is a fitting place for that, is it? I reckon that if they thought hard enough about it, they'd realize they got more bodies than we have bullets. But for now, we're safe enough in here.
Tell me about the Bison Steve across the street.
It's an old hotel casino here in town. Old Laura used to rent out rooms there, but she took all the money.
Whoa!
Vicky and Vance, the other old.
How did I do that? I just took a long distance shot at that thing and somehow it hit. Uh-oh. Power gainers. It looks so basic. I'm near my destination. Just a little further. Got you in my sights. Whoa. Hey, Dawes. Ooh. I broke the chain of command. I think I did. Don't ever just slow me down. Maybe it will. You think Switchblade gonna kill me? As if. Yeah, that ain't gonna much less longer like this. Oh, let's hurry. What the? Gotta get in there.
Casino. Canvas?
So you say the Powder Gangers kidnapped Prim's deputy?
Right now, Beagle is the closest Prince got to any organized law, but he's still stuck up in Blasted Steve. First thing I say is get his sorry butt out of there. Well, you can call Beagle a deputy so long as you don't harbor too high an opinion of the word. Boy was about as useful as tits on a rat scorpion. Only qualification he ever had was to be brother to the wife of the sheriff. Still, I suppose he don't deserve what's befell him. Who would consider putting the rest if we had a chance to swim?
Alright, oh man, that'd be interesting red scorpion to meet. You know what, look, I couldn't find a mod that gave us red scorpion these in albums. I'm honestly kind of surprised someone hasn't made that mod yet. And I think Advanced Casino is a fascinating place, and there are some unmarked side quests here. But I want to tackle that in tomorrow's video. For today, let's focus on saving Deputy Beagle.
Wait, why find me cheese?
Now, the powder gamers are crawling around all over the place. We already killed a few out here, and there are some walking the roller coaster tracks just outside. Before we head inside the license suite, let's run around back to explore those two little shacks that we saw upon entry. The first is Deputy Beagle's residence. This is the guy we need to go save. He's got an engine on the ground, not a whole lot in here. There's a lot of personal footlocker, just has some minor loot inside. So heading out and checking out the other shack, we see that this was the door to the sheriff's office. Inside we see the sheriff's desk to the right, some minor straps set out and a reloading bench here. And then turning around, heading west, we see the sheriff's bedroom, and we see the naked bodies of the sheriff and his wife. The powder gangers snuck in here in the dead of night and brutally murdered Sheriff Beagle and his wife while they were sleeping. Their clothes are still folded up and set out, just where they put them before going to bed. So now it's time to clear them out of the Bison Steve. Heading inside the casino, we find ourselves in a casino lobby, and it's dark. We find a reception desk with a locked terminal. Hacking the terminal allows us to open up a door to a supply closet to the left, but just as we do, we attract the attention of some powder gangers. You like that? I'm gonna try and be a little bit more sneaky from here on out. But clearing the Bison Steve Hotel is a great way to arm up at early levels. Heading into the supply room, we see there was also an employee break room. On the table, we find a Bison Steve maintenance key. This is gonna be important later. The gun cabinets have some good stuff. We find Med-X on the ground, some bottle caps, and some Rad-X. And there's some minor food in the fridge. There's a locked wall safe, which just has some beverages inside. And then we can loot a first aid kit on the shelf. Now that it's clear we can head through the double door, we see that the powder gangers have used tables as barricades. And rounding a corner, this guy startled me. The door immediately to the left leads to the gift shop. There's an assortment of goods in here. We find lots of toys and teddy bears. And on the ground behind the counter is a copy of Tales of a Junktown Jerky Vendor lying right on top of a floor safe. The floor safe is locked with a really hard lock. You'll likely have to come back and loot this thing at a later date. I didn't come back and loot it until I was in my 30s. But if you can unlock this sucker, we find quite a haul indeed. Weapons, a lot of ammunition, a whole bunch of cans.
Now, who is the guy who's gonna rescue? Keys, I need to talk to you.
Revolver-loving character like mine. I was really excited to pick up this guy. It's one of the better revolvers.
Willingly walk into this place.
What'd you do before you're incarcerated?
I was a sheriff, believe it or not.
Great, we need you.
A small town far to the west. Short version is that sometimes justice is a little slow. I'm not sorry for anything I did.
How'd you feel becoming Prem's new sheriff?
Assuming an NCR pardon comes with the job, and it better. I also need to be able to do things. Due process has its place. But sometimes it's just a waste of time. I'll need to know that I'm not going to end up with...
You have a deal.
Alright then. Guess I'll just make a quiet exit.
I'll actually do. Sure, I'll talk to him as soon as I can.
And again, it's named after this casino. Bison Steve is the name of the hotel, but Lucky was the name of the attached casino. It's the best .357 Magnum revolver.
Secretary of State Charlotte Field of the United States of America.
And again, even better than...
He was safe for a short while. Those aren't very bad. Gotta get out of here quickly. Oh, okay, that hurts. What's up ahead? Alright, spotted it.
On the police. So that's what we can get from dead money. It does 30 damage and fires rapidly, doing 2.75 attacks per second, bringing the DPS up to 82.5, nearly 20 points greater than the police pistol. The police pistol does a bit more critical damage, but Lucky has the lowest action point cost of any .357 Magnum revolver, at only 17. Compare that to 26 for the regular Magnum revolver, making this thing dynamite in fast. It has the second highest potential critical hit chance of all one-handed guns in the game. The only one that's better...
What do you mean in combat? I don't see anybody here. Is that a toy? Yeah, wait. Maybe we go back to Prim.
the silenced .22 pistol. It looks great too. It's engraved with fancy flourishes. It has an ivory grip with a little clover on it. We see a spade carved on there and the words "Lucky" engraved on the barrel. It's also a holdout weapon, which was the only reason I was keeping around a police pistol. So I'm pretty happy for the upgrade. This in the hands of a courier who has the cowboy perk is one deadly little weapon. The ammunition for Lucky is pretty rare at lower levels, so you're still going to see me use my 10mm pistol and varmint rifle for much of this footage. After killing the powder gainer upon leaving the gift shop, we find a broken elevator. Now we can try to. Yeah, go.
Oh, good, you're here. I need to talk to you. So let's talk to the NCR first.
And he was wielding an incinerator. Ouch. When done, we can talk with Deputy Beagle.
I don't suppose you came here to rescue me. I'd cross my fingers, but my hands are numb.
You must be Deputy Beagle.
Why, yes, I am. It's a pleasure to meet you. I'm in a bit of a predicament here. I'd be most appreciative if you set me free.
How'd you end up being a hostage?
I must say it's been a low point in my career in law enforcement. The powder gangers stole into town at night and murdered my sister and her husband, the sheriff, in bed while I was sleeping in the office. I watched them for a bit, waiting for the rat bone to pounce and arrest a lot of them, taking careful notes as I watched. To my dismay, they found me while I waited in the shadows and brought me here.
I hear you may have information on some cons that came through here with a guy in a checkered suit.
My good lady, I believe I may have some information that would prove useful. If you would just untie my hands, I'd be more than happy to share that information I have with you.
Come on, just tell me about those guys who passed through.
I'm at the right place. So you can talk to the man, and that's him. Yep, this is the place. Mr. Hayes.
I'm Lieutenant Hayes of the New California Republic.
I was gonna talk to you.
5th Battalion. We know Prim is a great strategic point. We don't have the guns or the personnel needed to carry out our mission. What we need more than anything is if we had just one more squad, we could easily install a sheriff and still handle our primary objective. If you'd like to see the NCR include protection of Prim and its duties, then you'll have to get some more troops. Night at Mojave out.
Okay. So he isn't the right guy.
Through town, please.
I'd be glad to stay here. If you help me with my bonds, I'll be more than happy to tell you anything and everything about those cons.
Tell you what, you can tell me now, or you can run here.
Well, you look to be a trustworthy sort. Okay, I'll tell you what I know. I overheard them saying that they're on their way to Novak. If you want to follow